Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're diving into a full playthrough of level 80 plus for the new Pirate King Adventures against CP0. So a new season of PKA is upon us, and obviously if you guys want to maximize your total gains, just basically farm the mini bosses at a low level. Keep them at level 1, keep them at level 2, keep them at level 5. You really want to make sure your Kobe and your Lilith are on the lowest level possible. And I really wanted to do a full playthrough here just to sort of drill that in. Against these particular bosses, you can basically just bring your highest boosted units that are going to give you the most drops, and that way you can just farm it out, build up your turtles, get to the 500 before the deadline for the Chopper Man missions. Very, very important that you do that, because if you don't, you are going to miss out. Now, another strat that I do want to highlight, because I think a lot of people have either come to the game or have forgotten, if you keep the final boss on an even decade, you will always fight both the mini-bosses. So if you keep the final boss, which this time is CP0, if you keep them on level 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, or anything over 100, you're always going to fight both Kobe and Lilith. This is going to give you way more totals. So just be mindful of that if you guys want to hit the 500 totals fast. If you know it's going to take you a very long time to get to level 150 anyway, and you need to build up your statues, just keep the final boss on like level 40. Or keep it on level 60, because keep it on level 80. Whatever you guys want to do, but that way, every single day, you can farm out 3, if not 5, if you want to use stamina, to gain 3 boss fights that are going to get you as many totals as possible. Once you've got the totals, you can move on, build up the boss. But the way I like to do it is I like to build up the boss gradually and just farm the mini bosses for total gains. Once you, like I said, once you get past level 100, you're going to be fighting both mini-bosses anyway. And as you guys can see here, I actually like to use Momo teams to maximize my EXP along the way. With the team, I literally just throw on the highest boosters that I have. X-Drey, Kobe, and Arlong are all 1 guaranteed drop. And then I just brought the Luffy just because of the super type for Momo. He's a 75% drop, I believe. And with that, I can not only farm EXP, but I'm also getting my totals very, very fast. So I really wanted to drill that point in before we actually get to the final part of the video where we actually use the team for level 80 plus. But make sure you guys are getting your turtles done for the 500 mark. That way you're getting your gems. That way you're getting your tickets. That way you're getting your level limit rate posters. It's very, very important that you do so. Remember, level 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, or anything over 100 is going to give you the most amount of turtles, because that way you can fight the most amount of mini-bosses. Slap it on auto. I put out a level 40 team. Right when the event went live, I've done a level 60 to 79 team that also has very good drops. But today, we're focusing on level 80 to 100 with a free-to-play team. So the team is completely free-to-play. It is going to help you guys with the free-to-play Straw Hats to actually get to the final stage up to level 100, and that way you can get as many totals as possible, as well as many rewards. Ideally, you really just want to get to level 90. That's the big thing. If you can get to level 90, you are going to get all the super cola that's there. The rest is kind of just bounty after that. So this particular team should actually get you there. Also, something to note too is don't forget to do your PvP fights. Something that I always hear about is people just like glossed over it and just thought they'd finish the PvP fights. Green tickets are incredibly important. Exchange Ace is a monster of a character, and one of the only ways to max him out is to do your PKA every single day, so that way you can gain green tickets. And you might think, Stump, I got heaps of green tickets, I've already picked up Ace. Well, look, what happens when they release the next Ace? What happens then? And you have to spend more, and you don't have all these units maxed out. Obviously, if you're a newer player, you are going to be stuck in that kind of Kazuna jail and PKA ticket shop jail. So being able to farm PKA tickets every single day is incredibly vital. So make sure you guys are doing your PvP runs, so that way you can get all of the free tickets that are at your disposal. As for what to select, I always select the green tickets. I always select Rumble Scrolls. Coal's a great shout for new players as well, so make sure to pick them up along the way. As for the statues, you want to prioritize Nami and Sanji. Make sure you guys are building up your int levels and your quick levels, because they are going to be the ones to do the most damage. So as you guys can see here, for like the first time ever, I made it to level 80 on the first day. Very, very happy with that. We got very lucky with Zoro drops, which was great. And for the team that we are using today, it looks a little bit like this. Now, one big thing I glossed over with this particular team, I tried to keep it no supports, free-to-play friendly, very accessible. But one thing I glossed over was that I do not have 3 Straw Hats on this team, and that is a big problem because we are using Gear 5 6-star, as the friend captain. And you guys will see in the video when I actually hit the point where I fuck up and I'm like, ah, shit, I didn't bring three straw hats. That's not good. So I will show a nice replacement at the end. But basically, if you replace Maha with any burn remover, there's the Chopper from the Lilith and Bonnie batch. You have the free-to-play Treasure Map Nami, who I think I highlight at the end. You guys have a lot of options. It just has to be a straw hat that can remove burn. As long as it can remove burn, it's fine. But honestly, I actually got it done without it. It was an incredibly scuffed run, but there is something that you guys can use to your advantage to guarantee the revive of your friend Captain Gear 5 Luffy. The rest of the team, like I said, it's completely free to play. If you're a new player, Brook, Luffy, and Usopp are very easy to get. You do need Luffy Limit Break Expanded. That is something that's very, very important. Your Captain Luffy. Very important that you have that, mainly so that way you can get around the Despair and the Paralysis. It's basically a must. As for Whitebeard, you can use the other quick Whitebeard if you didn't super evolve this one. Another really good unit you can use is Alba, the 5+ Alba. Basically anyone that does damage to themselves, they are going to work absolutely fine. I believe Marco and Ace from the Kazuna Shop's another really good option. Just sort of spitballing off the top of my head. But we are using the free-to-play Whitebeard. Now, on stage 3, Lucci's going to take away all of your orbs. The damage here is actually going to be pretty tight, but something that I totally forgot to do whilst doing this run is using a Brook special here. You're meant to use a Brook special right there. That's going to apply increased damage taken, and it will make the kill a lot easier. So make sure to use a Brook special right there. It's going to make your life so much easier. And that way you can easily take out the CP0 on stage 3. They just give you empty orbs. They also give you Bind and Despair. But with our captains, we can actually get around that. On stage 4, they're going to give us 1 turn of Special Reverse, which I also think you got a Special Reverse turn on the previous turn too. And then you also get Paralyzed on stage 4 as well. So having our captains, we get around the Special Reverse, we get around the Paralysis. The combination of these two captains literally get around everything you need to worry about all the way up to level 100. Like all of the debuffs, the Special Rewind, the Bind, the Despair, the Paralysis. It's all covered literally with your captains. This is the moment right here that I fucked up. This is where I'm like, oh, where's my EX? I don't have the EX. I have a full board of Psyorbs, and I do not have an EX. Oh no. Nevertheless, I was like, alright, that's fine. What we're going to have to do is we're going to just kind of have to die, and then we can just get the revive that way, because you really do want to be in the dual form of Luffy, so that way you're getting the orb buff on the final stage. Nevertheless, I didn't have enough damage here to kill anyway, but obviously with the EX, you should, and if you brought Nami as a sub, instead you're going to have another Psy unit, so you're going to be hitting a lot harder on this particular stage. That Chopper also works really well. He's going to have type advantage, but remember your Psy units are the only ones that are going to have an attack buff for this for this particular stage. Ideally, you're meant to kill there. Like, that's meant to be a kill. But it doesn't matter too much if you don't, because as you can see, we actually get inflicted with Pain. Now, if you guys don't know what Pain is, if you're a newer player, Pain is basically a debuff that anytime you use a special, switch ability, super type, anything like that, you are going to take a particular amount of damage depending on what the enemy supplied to us. So, when you are running Gear 5, to get into the Gear 5 state, you either need to use the EX, or you need to die. So, what I decided to do is I just decided to die. On the final stage, the CP0 unit has a barrier and 5 turns of resilience. And then the back units put up 20 turns of a threshold, which is 0 damage after 5 million, I believe it is. So it's very, very annoying. However, running Gear 5 as a friend captains means we can just get through this. It is a defensive effect at the end of the day, and we can just completely avoid it. Brook is going to give us the resilience removal. As you guys saw there, the pain is actually just going to kill us. You can actually, if you guys don't have the credentials for like the Nami option, or if you're using something like Maha, you guys can actually just use that stage to your advantage, get that pain debuff, use it as some stall turns, and then actually just die. That way you don't even have to worry about the EX. As you guys see here, Maha actually uses an attack boost. If you are doing the pain strat that I just recommended, you can easily just use the Luffy special, save that. But as you guys can see here, we have an orb boost, we have color affinity, we have an attack boost, we have chain boost for this final stage. You do need level and break 5 for Usopp. That's going to allow you to get through the special bind, and as you guys can see, like, there's plenty of damage with a rush ready to go for that final stage. So, bit of a scuffed run, but it's definitely going to help you guys out if you guys are newer to the game, or if you're a free-to-play player, or if you guys just don't have some of these Worldwide Anniversary exclusives available to you, or maybe you're a returning player and you've just missed the last couple months, but you have these particular characters in your box, or you have the green tickets to buy Maha and Whitebeard and stuff like that. But hopefully it helps you guys out in some particular way. This is going to wrap up the video. I'm just going to basically show on screen the Nami that I am talking about. It is a treasure map free-to-play character, and she's very, very old. So if you guys don't have her, I do totally understand. However, like I said, you do have rare recruit options that you guys can use. There's a free-to-play X-Drake that's also in the PKA shop that'll definitely work, but there is that int chopper that I spoke about. Basically, anyone that can remove burn is going to work absolutely fine in Maha's replacement. Ideally, you just want it to be a Straw Hat. But that's going to wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and hopefully it helps you guys out. If it did, and if you did enjoy it, make sure to go down there, bell the like button for me. If you like the video, damn it. Big love. If you are new to the channel, or you haven't done so already, hit that big red subscribe button. Most importantly, if you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Let's... Oh, there's also that rare recruit Nami that's right there too. She also removes burn.